Hello. In this video we're going to talk about finding the line equations when the 2 points on that line is given. Let's look at this example. It says find the equation of the line, right? We have to find an equation then that passes through the points A and B where the coordinates are given. Now we know the general equation of the line. It is y equals mx plus c. Now the problem is we don't know m, we don't know c. Now if 2 points are given, right, we can calculate m. So m is change in y over change in x. So let's calculate that. I'm going to go like 4 minus negative 1. Remember that the first minus sign is a subtraction in the formula, and the second minus sign comes from the number itself, right? Careful with that, don't forget these. And for x, it's minus 2 minus 1. Oops. So that's going to be 4 plus 1, which is 5. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Now, technically, there is no problem with this fraction, but we don't like to have the negative sign, the minus sign, to be in the denominator. So we either write minus 5 over 3, or equally, you can write down minus in the beginning, like that. I mean, that's also possible. So we will prefer either this or this, but not this one. Anyway, now I've found the gradient of the line equation that I'm asked to find, right? Now, I'm going to substitute this into the general formula. So my line equation will now be y equals minus 5 over 3 x plus c. Well, if only I was to know the y-intercept c, right? Now, we can find that because I know that the line passes through A and B. So I have the coordinates. This means I know the x and y values. So if I substitute either A or B, it doesn't matter which one. If I substitute the x and y values, I will only have C, the y-intercept, to be the unknown, which I can solve, right? So let's do that. So I'll choose the point B, the numbers are smaller, so I go like minus 1 for y equals minus 5 over 3, well, x is 1, plus c. If I leave c alone, I'll find what it is. So this is multiplying by 1, so it's minus 5 over 3 anyway. If I take it to the other side, it's going to be c equals minus 1 plus 5 over 3, which will give me 2/3, right? And then I will again revisit the general equation here and write down y equals minus 5 over 3 plus 2/3. At this point, you have to go back to the question to check whether it's asking you to write down your line equation in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0. If it doesn't, we're good. If it does, then we have to play with it, which means multiplying both by 3 to get rid of, the fraction, and of course I'll multiply y by 3 as well, not to change the equation, right? It's going to be 3y equals, oops, I forgot to write x here. So it's going to be 3y equals minus 5x plus 2. So this is my equation, and then of course I have to take these to the other side, saying 3y plus 5x minus 2 equals 0, or I can also say 5x plus 3y minus 2 equals 0. This is if I'm asked to write down ax plus by plus c equals 0 sort of equation, alright? Otherwise I'll just stop here. So basically, if we're asked to find the equation of the line that passes through the 2 points where the coordinates are given, I just calculate the gradient and then the y-intercept as shown. Another example. Find the equation of the line which passes through the points P and Q. The coordinates are given. Alright, so my general equation, y equals mx plus c. I need to find m, I need to find c. Okay, let's start with m. M is the change in y over change in x. So it's going to be 2 minus negative 5 over 4 minus negative 3. Now please do write this substitution step. After this, if you want, you can directly write the gradient itself, which would be 1, right? Or you could do the calculation, 7 over 7, which is 1. What I'm saying is, you can skip this step, but this is important. You have to write the substitution step. Now that my gradient is 1, right? Oops, let me write with blue. I can just revisit my general equation and write y equals, if you want you can write 1x, but I prefer x plus c, right? And then, well, these are negative coordinates. I didn't like it. I'm going to go with the positive ones, so I will substitute the point Q here, right? So it's going to be 2 equals 4 plus c, alright, whereas c from here will become minus 2. And then this is the time, for the last time, I just rewrite the equation with c this time. So it's going to be x minus 2. But actually, you know that it is x plus minus 2, right? Because there's a plus here and c is negative. But you know that we can simplify this and instead say x minus 2 directly. Right, so this is the line equation. Here it doesn't ask me to write it in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0, so I stop here. Right, there are 3 questions here for you where you're going to write the line equation given the 2 points. Please, for only question 3, write it down as in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0. So, please solve them on your books and submit your answers online. Thank you.